Hey everyone, it's Lexi. So in today's video, I'll be doing my spoiler-free review of Us Against You by Fredrik Backman, and this is the sequel to Beartown. So obviously because this is a sequel, I'll be talking about what happened in the first book. So if you haven't read the first book and you don't want to be spoiled, then click out of this video now, just so you're aware. But if you've read the first one and you're curious about this one, if you should continue on, I won't talk about anything spoiler-wise here, so you don't have to worry about that. But basically the premise of this, it deals basically right after the events of Beartown, and it follows everyone's kind of different path throughout their recovery. And I think like this kind of synopsis here really does a good job. It says a lyrical look at how a community heals, how families recover, and how individuals grow. And I think that is a very good kind of general synopsis of here, because there's so many different characters and storylines that are interwoven throughout this, and you kind of get little flash forwards of what happens to the characters in the future in Beartown, but this kind of deals with the immediate kind of like what they're dealing with at the moment. So I thought that was really well done. Again, there's something very whimsical and lyrical about this writing style that I think is incredibly well done, and I think it really stands out. It's very, like, the way I see this narration style, it's told but from a narrator who kind of knows. It's kind of like the Book Thief writing style where it's told from depth, like a narrator who knows the kind of basically what happens to these characters. It's like an all-knowing narrator, and the way I see it is kind of like it's this breeze of like the spirit of Beartown that kind of goes and like visits these different people, and it kind of knows what's happened, like what's going to happen to them. And I really liked that. I think this book did a really good job at highlighting how different people react to different things and how they cope with it, and different mechanisms there, which I think is really unique, and I think it makes it really stand out, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I think this book did a really good job. I think even though we kind of had somewhat closure in Beartown, I think this book did a really good job at showlighting the aftermath of how that kind of rape scandal can affect a town. And it was very frustrating to see just how obsessive this town is with hockey, and I think that is a actual realistic kind of portrayal of towns like this, like small towns, whether it's like American towns with like football, or other towns like with soccer. Like, that sport is their identity, and even though like for us, for like there's more to sports than like there's more to life than just sports, I think for these people it's like sports are nothing. And so I thought this was really well done. There's so much character development in here, and you really get to see these characters kind of compensate for these things in different ways. They react to these this situation. Some become very angry, some become distant, some become suicidal, some just are so kind of absorbed in their own world that they just don't really kind of see past what this big thing is. And I think this book really does a good job at highlighting it. Like I said, I think my favorite part of this like series so far is this author's writing style. It is very unique, and I think it's very whimsical and lyrical, and I think it's very much done well. Like, there's not a lot of dialogue in here. It's dealt more on like description and narration than dialogue, which I think I enjoy for these types of books, and especially with a writing style so beautiful. I think it just really complements this storyline in this cold small town called Beartown that's in the middle of the forest, and it's just like it has that total atmospheric feel to this town. Like, I could totally picture it in my mind, and I think this book is really good. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I liked it as much as the first one. I think it's just they're very different entities. One's dealing with like the immediate effects of kind of rape and rape culture. This one kind of deals with the aftermath, and like once the dust settles, like how do people go about their lives. And I really liked it. One of you guys mentioned in one of my videos that there is rumored to be a third one coming out of this, which I think would be really exciting. I'm very I really enjoy following these characters and see kind of how that point in time, like how their lives diverge and how they go different ways. So that would be really awesome. But overall, I felt like this was a really good concluding, like a really good sequel to this series, and if you enjoyed the first one, you guys will definitely enjoy this one as well. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you've read this book and what you thought about it and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.